Steph, does the Secretary General have any comment on the killing of two Kurdish journalists today in clashes in northern Syria?
Well, it's another tragic example of the risks that journalists take every day, whether in Syria, in Gaza, in Lebanon, in Sudan, and often also in places that are not in conflict, but in which journalists are put under great pressure, and we send our condolences to their families and their colleagues.
And on a completely different issue, on the Israeli attacks on Hodeidah, on the port, you said yesterday that there was going to be serious impact on what the port facilities and what they could handle. Is there any update on how serious those attacks were?
No, we're still doing an assessment. I know there was a WFP warehouse, which thank God was not hit, but we're still trying to assess the damage. Deji, then Pam.
Yes. Yesterday, the Swedish government decided to stop funding UNRWA for 2025. UNRWA has already expressed its disappointing on this decision. I'm just wondering what the Secretary General has to say on the stop funding.
Well, I mean, it's obviously unfortunate that one of the traditional donor to UNRWA will no longer do it. It is obviously their sovereign decisions. We hope that other donors will step forward, and we've also noted since the beginning of this round of the UNRWA funding crisis, the immense response from the public. And UNRWA has managed to raise a lot of money from private and public sources.
So one of the reasons that the Swedish government stopped funding UNRWA is because they feel after the bill implementation, the implementation of the two bills by the Israeli Knesset will affect its ability. But technically speaking, UNRWA is beyond occupied Palestine, right?
I mean, it operates. It also operates in Syria, yeah, in Lebanon, and in Jordan.
So, do you think that reason can be held? I mean, it's a strong reason for them to stop funding UNRWA.
I don't understand. I don't understand the question.
I mean, UNRWA is obviously not only operate inside
Yeah.
Israel or occupied Palestine.
Mm-hmm.
It also operates
yeah,
other side or other places. But if that reason that it will the operation will be affected by the Israeli bill, would that be enough sufficient reason to stop funding it, or it's just a?
I mean, I can't speak for those who stop funding whatever reasons they give. What I can only say is that UNRWA's operations throughout the region remain vital and should be funded fully.
So let's talk about the core issue here, which is the bills. Does the UN have any new efforts to, let's say, extend UNRWA's operation beyond the implementation of the two bills inside
UNRWA
Israel?
is continuing its work and will continue to do its work, right? If it is blocked, if it is stopped, that will have an impact. I would encourage you to read the rather lengthy and detailed letter the Secretary General sent to the Security Council in about 10 days ago or so, which I think will give you a very clear picture of the situation. Pam.
Thanks, Jeff. Two unrelated questions. First, the U.S. put out a statement that U.S. Central Command conducted a strike. Maybe you said this in the first minute. I missed the first minute, but that ISIS leader Abu Yusuf was killed. Any comment on that?
No, I haven't seen those. I haven't seen those reports.
Okay,
but I'll
that's
take a look.
fairly
Yeah.
recent. If you have something, that would be helpful. And apart from Syria, the U.S. FAA has banned drones over critical infrastructure, but my understanding is the UN has always been a no-drone zone. Is that true? And when did it start?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think
There's
whatever.
sort of drone
whatever,
fever. I'd love to find out.
Yeah, we're under the jurisdiction of. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to get involved in this whole drone business.
All right, thank you.
All right, Deji, yes.
So other question. The Israeli newspaper Haaretz reported a story called "No Civilians, Everyone's a Terrorist. IDF soldiers expose arbitrary killings and rampant lawlessness in Gaza's Nazarian corridor." In that report, they suggest that over 200 bodies, only 10 were confirmed what they called fighters, terrorists. For others, they said it went to a competition. If this Division 99 kills
What
150,
is the question, Deji?
the next unit aims for 200.
What is the question?
Has is UN aware of this report, and what's the
Well,
position
we're
here?
aware of the fact that close, if not more than 45,000 people, Palestinians, have been killed and have died in Gaza. We're aware of more than 200 of our colleagues have been killed in Gaza, and we're also aware that there will need to be accountability for everything that's happened in Gaza, whether it's the killings of Palestinian civilians and the continuing holding of hostages by Hamas and others,
And you urge for the immediate ceasefire.
as we do all the time.